this is Shannah, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a full moon reading. So I don't know if you notice when I do full moon or new moon readings, I just call them that. So I don't say like full moon in Pisces or something like that. I don't attribute them any signs because actually I follow sidereal astrology, which is a bit different from the tropical astrology or the normal astrology. So the signs are always a bit different. In case you're wondering, the sidereal astrology actually follows the exact picture of the sky where the moon is exactly. So, but it's up to you. It's okay. What I'm really interested in is the energy of the full moon or the new moon. And with the energy of the full moon is something that's coming to a climax, so to say, and is changing. You know, it's a release of energy. Something is changing. Either you're letting go of something or something is coming out, is transforming, is being brought to the surface. So this is really, really beautiful energy, and we're looking into that this time. So taking from this perspective, these readings are actually timeless. So if you ever feel drawn to these readings, feel free to watch them because they may have a particular message for you. So, and we have here 3 piles, pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. And I didn't put any crystals. I just noticed that, but I'm not going to interrupt the video because of that. So let's put now. So pile 1, we have this beautiful quartz crystal. Pile 2, we have this beautiful amethyst from Zambia. This dark purple, fantastic. And keeping it purple, we have here fluorite. Okay, so take your time to choose your pile, and I will see you in a couple of moments. So if it shows pile 1, this is your reading. So we're going to see what are the energies for you at this time in your life and at this time of the month as well. So we have the first card. We have here number 43, Endurance. This is the Mermaid's Oracle. And then we have, and here we have also Keep Going, right? Then we have number 11, Sacrifice. There are those worth making. There are those that will destroy you. And then we have here number 25, The Selkie and Her Skin. Reclaiming your authenticity. These are beautiful message. First of all, and this first message, I really love it for you, pile number 1, is to say, keep going. So this means there's something that you're working on. There's something that you are developing, and this could be in the 3D world, so to say, on your like external, or it could be within yourself. You could be that you're developing your self-confidence, you're developing your identity or changing your identity. So I have the feeling you're undergoing a big transformation, especially here with this sacrifice card. What I see here is really you acknowledging who you really are, and there are things that are worth sacrificing. Yes, you know, like people pleasing or living without really knowing yourself, knowing who you are, and, you know, sacrificing people that are not good for you, or even views of the world that you realize they are wrong, or even certain behaviors that you think, okay, this is not me anymore. You know, that's the same with the views of the world, because things is not, they're not wrong or right. They actually serve a kind of a purpose at the time, you know. And sometimes probably if you someone who writes a journal, and if you read your entries from many years ago, you'll say, wow, I'm a totally different person. But you weren't wrong at that time, you know, unless you were being, you know, hurtful to people. But everything serves a purpose. And now it's like, what is your purpose right now? And I think this is what you're discovering. You're changing skin. You are growing. You are developing. And there are things, of course, with this growth that you have to leave behind, but it's not have to, you're forced from the exterior world. It's more like it happens naturally. But they say it's like, don't sacrifice yourself to please others. Don't deny yourself your identity, for the sake of someone else's happiness. But of course, remember, put this in the context of your reality. If being who you are puts you in danger, be careful with that. Always protect yourself. That's the first thing, because you are wonderful. You are important to this life. So protect yourself and try to express yourself through ways that are safe for you. This is very, very important. But the thing is, what I feel here is it's like you're coming out of the shell. You're coming out of old behaviors, old patterns, and you're facing a new reality right now. And that's why we have here, keep going. Don't give up. Don't let yourself be distracted by also other people's opinions. But so I hear you see, like, sacrifice that, making other people's opinions of you or how you live your life or how they see life more important than your own voice and your own identity. This is quite important here. Let's see what the other cards have to say. Then we have here, your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. Then we have a new start is coming, a new moon. So, okay, I know this is a full moon reading, but you're getting new moon. So for you, actually, like I was telling you, there's something that's coming to the surface, and this is a new you. This is for you, is a new start. You're releasing here stuff from the past that held you back, even, like views of the world, or you probably put some people on pedestals. You're putting them, off the pedestal. Now you're equals. Yeah. And you've been working really hard on something important to you. Could be a project, like a career project, hobby project, financial project, and it's paying off. It's like the cards are saying, don't be afraid, keep going, even if it seems difficult at times, even if you're tired at times, keep going, because it will pay off. And there's a new start in your life right now. There's a big transformation here that will also show in the material world, because Capricorn, this earth energy, is very, very like 3D, and it's paying off. It's showing the transformation is bringing results. And then we have the great gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, soul tribe. Yeah. Everything you've been working on, everything you've been experiencing is really coming together. Everything is starting to make sense. And you're finding also your tribe. If you already have your tribe, like your group of people, like your gang, that you fully trust and you're there for one another and you feel protected, you feel loved, you feel embraced by these people, then this these connections, they will improve, they will deepen. You will feel them even stronger, that you are in your element. And also, it's like this feeling is, I also have this feeling with this card here in this context, like serendipity. Everything is really coming together. Just remember who you are, remember who you want to be true to yourself, be honest with yourself, yeah, and be authentic. This is quite important. The more authentic you are, the truer you are to yourself, then the more you'll attract the right people, okay, that will love you for everything you are, for every way you express yourself. They will understand, they'll be there, and if you do something that's kind of wrong, or if you make a mistake, they will not judge you. They will tell you, hey, that wasn't really great, but they will not judge you. They will not leave you. They will not reject you. These people that coming into your life, or for you to already have these people in your life, they will prove their worth even more. You'll feel more and more at home with them. And your intuitive work, for many of you who chose pile 1, is getting stronger, is getting better, is getting more accurate, because by being authentic, you're listening more and more and more to your own voice. So this is really beautiful. So pile number 1. This was short and sweet, direct to the point. Everything is coming together. you're going in the correct direction. So just keep on going. And I wish you a wonderful time full of love. If you'd like a private reading, my contact is in the description box below, as well as the link to my Instagram account. And if you'd like to leave a comment, please do. I always read them. And if you like the video, hit the button like and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. So have a wonderful time full of love. Thank you. So if you chose pile number 2, this is your reading. So you put the stone over here. There you go. Now I'm just using oracle cards, and we're going to see now the energies for you at this time of your life, at this time of the month, so to say. So first of all, we have here from the Mermaid Oracle number 19, Atlantis, rapid development, excellence, success. This is really promising, fantastic. Then we have number 7, freedom, independence, and self-determination. Yeah. And then we have number 31, Coral's wisdom, colony, delicacy, fragility, works that are created over great periods of time. So what I see here is like in the independence, this freedom card right in the middle. And it's like, I see here as financial independence. This reminds me in this context of the 9 of Pentacles of Tarot. So you have financial independence, you have success coming your way. And it's a work that has been, you've been working at it for a very, very long time. You've been very, very protective of this work. And this card is actually telling you continue on being protective of this work, because coral is very beautiful and is actually essential for the well-being of the planet and then for the well-being of mankind, but it's very fragile. Any smallest change can put it at risk, as we know nowadays. And this also has to do with community here, because coral is always a community. It's an organism. It's are different organisms, and they kind of are interdependent, so to say. They work together. They have this synergy. So this is interesting because on one hand we have freedom, and then we have this community card. And what they're saying here, this like kind of a message for you, pal number 2, is like they're not exclusive. You can work with a group of people, can work within a community, but you still be yourself. So it's like your message, don't lose yourself in the crowd, so to say, in the group. Be always yourself. And I think that's what you are doing. You're being yourself, you're being independent, but also very protective of what you work for, and also protective of your family, very protective of your values, very protective of your community or team, work team, and so on, right? And things are going to get better really, really quick. Like we were saying, you have been working on a project, or like be it a life project, be a work project, hobby, whatever, for a very long time. It's like years and years and years of preparation, so to say, and all of a sudden it's going to explode, so to say. It's going to work out. So, and here with the freedom, you're going to get that freedom, I think, is really financial freedom, and you're going to feel very empowered. You're going to feel very strong, and it's right that you do so, because you've really worked really, really hard for it. But they say, like, protect what you've built, protect your work, because success is also very volatile, or can be volatile, and be, I was going to say careful, but careful always sounds so ominous, so like, ooh. But it's like, because it's fragile, you see, it's very delicate. And it can be that this work that you've been dedicating yourself to can be also something that has to do with something that's very delicate, filigrane, something like really, it doesn't have to be, right? But be mindful of your work, be mindful of your goals, be mindful of the worth of the work, and so it's like saying, You will get really independent, you get really successful, but remember, the work is the most important thing that you're offering. I hope I'm making sense. I hope I'm making sense, but take it as it resonates. So then we have nothing will come out of this situation. Void, of course, moon. Don't be scared. Everything's okay. And we have confidence is your key to success. I think like nothing will come out of this situation is your fears. And I think those are the fears that you are releasing. And I'm saying this because this card is confidence is the key to your success, you know. So it's like, on one hand, you're feeling very insecure, probably because everything is taking so long to manifest, so long to bring results home, and that you start saying, okay, let's give up. This won't ever work, and I'll just give up. But to saying, hey, be confident, keep on going. You know, this is like a bit like pile number one. I also had a similar message of keep on going. Be confident of your worth, of your self-worth, you know, and also of the worth of what you're doing, and of your work and of your talents. This is just your fear talking. And it can be that in this last couple of days, when we are building up this full moon, that this became stronger, you know, and maybe even got you really, really sad. That's why this new moon in Leo is here to tell you, like, no, you can do this. You can do this. It has worth. You just have to believe in yourself. And the cards first, they were telling you, yes, you're going to be successful. Yes, it's going to bring results. Yes, it's going to be better even than you think, and you'll find your independence. And this independence card can also be independent of any expectations and free yourself from limitations, you know, like I have to have achieved this by the end of the month or else. You know, don't put yourself in that kind of pressure, because then you'll feel this, and you're then out of course, because it's void of course moon. Then you feel lost. But you don't have to feel lost, because you already have a direction, you already have investment, and this will pay off. Just trust it. Okay. And then we have the last card, take a break. Can you read it? A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. So this is probably what you need in order to relax. It can be that the situation, especially here with this card, nothing will come of this situation, that this is putting you under pressure, that this is stressing you out. And like I said, probably you've been feeling this in the last couple of days, but you need a break. You know, even if it's an extended weekend, or at a weekend that you take quality time for yourself. Of course, if you have family or other people to take care of, then that will be difficult. You cannot take the whole weekend off just for yourself. Okay, you can try, yeah, but it could be that you could take a couple of hours, you know, to go to a massage, or it's something, or even to the hairdresser, something that makes you feel beautiful, makes you feel relaxed, you know, or something like skin treatment, something beautiful for you. This is like something that will give you, again, a bit more of self-confidence, and something that will help you fully trust, you know, so fully surrender, even if it's just for an hour. That's really, really beautiful. So pile number 2, this was your reading. I hope it resonates. I hope that this brings some clarity to you. And please leave your comment. I'd love to hear your opinion, love to hear your story. I always read your comments, and I answer as often as I can. If you liked the reading, yeah, please hit the button like or subscribe if you haven't done it yet. That really helps the channel to continue. And if you'd like a private reading, my contact is in the description box below, as well as the link to my Instagram account. So you have a wonderful time full of love. So if it shows pile number 3, this is your reading. We'll put here the stone. There you go. And so let's see, what are the energies for you at this time of your life, at this time of the month, so to say. Then I'm just using oracle cards, and let's do it. Now, we we have, first of all, we have number 36, time out. Awareness, contemplation, solitude, time alone. Then we have number 37, visions, psychic images, clairvoyance, seeing, out-of-body travel. And we have number 8, fertility, potential, powerful creative energy, initiation energy. So what I see here is, first of all, you need to rest. You really need to rest to get another perspective on things. There's something here that you want to start in your life. There's a new start you're aiming for. And it's quite important that you are relaxed. That's quite important that you are rested in order to make the most intelligent, I was going to say, but the most accurate decisions for you right now. And to do this, you really have to be able to listen to your inner voice, to listen to yourself, like what you really want, what do you really want to do? And, and usually our higher self or our inner self can point us in the right direction, like, oh, you read this article some weeks ago, remember that? And suddenly these images are in your head, or you remember a conversation, or suddenly like you have this intuition, oh, I should call so and so, and this person has an idea of doing something or knows someone who works somewhere, and like everything is really interconnected. But when we're stressing or when we're like very, very tired, exhausted, it's very difficult to listen to our inner voice. It's like your inner voice is always talking to you, always. It's impossible to shut them up, actually. But it's just for us a bit difficult to listen, to really listen, because we're always distracted, be it, watching films or series, binging, which is wonderful, I have to say. Or you're always like listening to something, be it music, be it the news, be it, stories, whatever it is, we're always kind of distracted. And in a way, it's okay, it's our reality. But in the other, if you want to listen to your intuition, right, you really have to find yourself like some peace and quiet. And I know, like nowadays in our lifestyles, and if you have families and you work, it's a bit difficult to really say, oh, I'm going to take this day out, or this day off. But you can really, try to create like a habit, like a routine, so to say, like 15 minutes every morning or every evening, or even your lunch break, just for yourself, where you just sit and breathe and listen to yourself breathe. 15 minutes. And if 15 minutes, it sounds like much, do 10 or start with 5. It doesn't matter. The thing is that you do it. And then, it's like then your mind, your soul, and your body, they get used to it. It's like, oh, I could breathe now for 5 minutes just for myself, and then the time increases by itself, because you'll naturally want to. You're not forcing yourself. And that's why I was starting with 15 and went down to 10 and to 5, because with these things, you should never really force yourself. You do it because you're curious, you do it because it's fun, and then you see how your body and your mind reacts to it. But it's really quite important that you find like this quiet time for yourself. If you're already like a professional meditator, so to say, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. And probably you haven't been having the time to do it, but the cards are like telling you, come back, because there's a lot of insights. They're coming your way. They're wanting to come through, especially here with the full moon. Your senses are heightened. They are heightened, and it's like you're more open to these messages. You're more open to this directives, so to say, these guidelines that your higher self and also the spiritual world want to give to you, because there's something new coming in. Now, of course, we can take this literally and saying, for some of you may be pregnant, and then don't panic, because I have the feeling this is more for the ones of you that have been really wishing to become. So there's now this time this is the possibility that you can become pregnant if you want to. If you don't want to become pregnant, then please take the due precautions. It could be that this energy for you, pal number 3, at the moment, it could be very positive in that direction. So be careful. Now, but what I see here, especially, if I'm not taking so literally with the picture, this is also like a fertility period, of creation period for you. So it could be like you get the best ideas, for your creations. If you're an artist, or you work with creativity, or you have to. If you hear something in the background, that's the dog drinking water. And these are, you're getting the best ideas for your creative projects, or to insert creative, how can you say, creative, I forgot the word, creative parts to your projects or whatever, right? Because those who trust pal number 3, you may be, like kind of mediums, that was a dog again, or psychics, very strong psychics. And you're getting all this information now. And artists and creative people, they are naturally psychic. And some of them are naturally mediums, so natural mediums as well. So one goes with the other. So if you're stuck, if you're looking for new ideas, or if you feel, so tired that you cannot come up with anything new or anything creative, then it's time to rest so that these ideas can flow again. But you're saying, don't be afraid that you're out of ideas, because you'll never be out of ideas. You're just not in the receptive mode, right? You're just not being able to receive these ideas, because you're probably very exhausted. So you need time for yourself. Now, continuing, we have now expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. And we have conclusions are within reach, full moon eclipse. So we have 2 eclipses here. Oh, I see. Really interesting. This has to do, it's like with what I was telling you. It's like all these ideas, all this communication, all these insights are there for you. You see all this light here is there for you, but it's like being blocked here by something, with like an eclipse, right? So it's being blocked because you're tired, or you're exhausted, or you're too worried about something. So the moment you release this, the moment you change, the moment you change your routine, or you give yourself time, or you just rest, really sleep, sound and beautiful, then this energy will come. This is the powerful change. This energy will come rushing in, and then you won't be able to stop creating, because the ideas will be flowing through you like a wild river. And you have to, please, pal number 3, get some pen and paper. Carry it with you all the time, because these ideas will be overflowing, and just write them down, because when you quiet again, then you calm down, and you can work with these ideas. Because if, like I said, if you've been feeling stuck, like life is not moving forward, this will change quite quickly. All you need to do is rest for this to change. Wow, it's quite simple and so powerful. And conclusions are within reach. I think this is like a difficult phase is coming to an end, or a phase that like you want to turn things around, and it's coming to an end. It's really coming to an end. It's really beautiful. You're releasing a phase of your life and being free to start another one. But it's like, and I think this phase was very exhausting for you. Well, all you need is rest. At the end of the day, all you need is rest. So we have here the last card, align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? Yeah, exactly. At the moment, you just feel like everything's broken for some of you, because of the picture as well. But it's like you're not aligned with yourself, so you're not getting these insights. You're not in contact with your higher self. You don't feel the connection, the inner connection. But this is about to change, so you have to take this really seriously if you want to move forward in a positive way, in a healthy way for yourself. And you are aligning. I see you taking this time for yourself and aligning and rediscovering your direction, rediscovering your true north is what I see here for you, pile number 3. So, and that was your reading. I hope it resonates. I hope it inspires you. And if you like the reading, feel free to hit the like button and to subscribe if you haven't done yet. And please leave a comment. I always read your comments and I answer as often as I can. And if you'd like a private reading, my contact is in the description box below, as well as a link to my Instagram account. So you have a wonderful time full of love. Thank you.